bless them. May God bless everyone as we connect here. And God will speak to everybody. May God speak to everybody through this. You are being first person continuously, like 2 times continuously. Winston. I hope my stream, I hope it will be okay, because earlier it got end by itself. May God hear it. I thought nobody is there, and then you heard. I thought nobody will be there because I just turned on now. You're so bad. Okay, it's okay. It wasn't bad about anyone, so it's okay. You heard it, right? What was that about then? Hi, Siddharth. Welcome you, Siddharth. May all your silent whispers be answered. Yes, may God answer that. May God answers my prayer and answers all of us prayer. Prayer, your dreams, your desires. May God answers. God is the only person who can fulfill, and it's true. Who will fulfill your hundreds of desires? Only God can fulfill that, right? Good that you heard. So funny, I thought nobody is there. But you were there. Anyway, it's okay. Oh gosh. Continuously I'm getting the pimple. You did not go for the work. How come you were active on the stream? Like being first person. Oh, you don't cook, right? So you don't have any other work after the work. Or do you cook? My ankle. All my hair got tangled, guys.
Chapter 8. After this, Jesus traveled about from one...
We are gonna read.
Chapter 10. Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven. He was robed in a cloud with a rainbow above his head. His face
God
was like
bless
the
you
sun,
as well,
and his
Siddharth.
legs were like fiery pillars. He was holding a little scroll which lay open in his hand. He planted his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land, and he gave a loud shout like the roar of a lion. When he shouted, the voices of the 7 thunders spoke. And when the 7 thunders spoke, I was about to write, but I heard a voice from heaven say,
"Seal up what the 7 thunders have said, and do not write it down."
I am innocent. Yes, I am. Why? I think you are also innocent. All of us are innocent person. You cannot cook while streaming, do any other work, but when we only listen to the stream, we can do other work. No, I'm not talking about my cooking. I asked you, you don't cook? You, I ask you, do you cook for yourself or you don't cook? Of course, I can't cook or I can't do anything while streaming. Of course not. I can't do anything while streaming. I can only eat some snacks while streaming. My Wi-Fi is having issues right now. I'm not sitting in your stream. Yeah, because of your Wi-Fi. I understand. The only innocent one I can see is that penguin behind you. Yeah, including me. Sister, you remember me? I remember you. Your name, I don't remember your name, but yes, I remember you were very kind the other day. Hello, RTT. Hello. What did I ask and what are you replying to me? Okay, let's listen to bye and take care. Please guys get back to audio. Ahan, I'm playing Revelations 10. Revelations 10. I never talk about my cooking. I mean, I said, we only generally everybody was talking about cooking every day, and you start thinking what you have to cook, what curry should I make, what vegetable should I cook. We were talking about with Scott, with Woffy, like he also do cooking. So we both were discussing the other day, like what other food we should cook. We can go for a walk while I listen to your stream, but streamers have to be engaged in the video so they can. I can't, of course, and I'm not blaming anyone. I will never say that because of the stream I could not cook. This is never being an excuse. You have time, like you can do your part time of work, you can do your eating, cleaning. You have 24 hours. You only have to manage the time. You guys can cook, but I generally ask you, do you cook or you get it the food from outside, or how do you manage? I'm good, Aditi. How are you? What audio we are listening? Some beautiful, powerful audio. My day is good, and hi broccoli. And you are from which country? And hi one Pav Domar. Revelations chapter 10. I always pay attention to your live stream. I appreciate you and thank you for your support. In that way, you are showing your support.
Angel I had seen standing on the sea and on the land raised his right hand to heaven. And he swore by him who lives forever and ever, who created the heavens and all that is in them, the earth and all that is in it, and the sea and all that is in it, and said,
There will be no more delay, but in the days when the seventh angel is about to sound his trumpet, the mystery of God will be accomplished, just as he announced to his servants the prophets.
Then the voice that I had heard from heaven spoke to me once more.
Go, take the scroll that lies open in the hand of the angel who is standing on the sea and on the land.
So I went to the angel and asked him to give me the little scroll. He said to me,
Take it and eat it. It will turn your stomach sour, but in your mouth it will be as sweet as honey.
I took the little scroll from the angel's hand and ate it. It tasted as sweet as honey in my mouth, but when I had eaten it, my stomach turned sour. Then I was told,
You must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, languages, and kings.
Chapter
11. I was given a reed like a measuring rod, and was told,
Go and measure the temple of God and the altar with its worshippers, but exclude the outer court. Do not measure it, because it has been given to the Gentiles. They will trample on the holy city for 42 months, and I will appoint my 2 witnesses, and they will prophesy for 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
They are the 2 olive trees and the 2 lampstands, and they stand before the Lord of the earth. If anyone tries to harm them, fire comes from their mouths and devours their enemies. This is how anyone who wants to harm them must die. They have power to shut up the heavens so that it will not rain during the time they are prophesying, and they have power to turn the waters into blood and to strike the earth with every kind of plague.
You return back. How come you are here? Hi, which film? Revelations chapter 11. Okay? Revelations chapter 11. Hi to you. You can call us, tell us about your culture.
As often as they want. Now when they have finished their testimony, the beast that comes up from the abyss will attack them and overpower and kill them. Their bodies will lie in the public square of the
Hi,
great city,
Francis.
which is figuratively called Sodom and Egypt, where also their Lord was crucified. For 3.5 days, some from every people, tribe, language, and nation will gaze on their bodies and refuse them burial. The inhabitants of the earth will gloat over them and will celebrate by sending each other gifts, because these 2 prophets had tormented those who live on the earth. But after the 3.5 days, the breath of life from God entered them, and they stood on their feet, and terror struck those who saw them. Then they heard a loud voice from heaven saying to them,
Come up here.
and they went up to heaven in a cloud, while their enemies looked on. At that very hour there was a severe earthquake, and 1/10 of the city collapsed. 7,000 people were killed in the earthquake, and the survivors were terrified
Wow,
and
too
gave
many
glory
people
to
were
the God
killed.
of heaven. The second woe has passed. The third woe is coming soon. The 7th angel sounded his trumpet, and there were loud voices in heaven which said,
The kingdom of the world has become the kingdom of our Lord and of his
Guys, it's
Messiah,
too
and
loud.
he will reign forever and ever.
And the 24 elders who were seated on their thrones before God fell on their faces and worshipped God, saying,
We give thanks to you, Lord God Almighty,
the one who is and who was,
because you have taken your great power
and have begun to reign.
the nations were angry,
and your wrath has come.
The time has come for judging the dead,
and for rewarding your servants the prophets,
And your people who revere your name.
both great and small.
Thank you,
for
Francis.
destroying those who destroy the earth.
Then God's temple in heaven was opened, and within his temple was seen the ark of his covenant. And there came flashes of lightning, rumblings,
I think it's too loud, right? I feel it's too loud. Yeah, I'll reduce it a little bit.
peals of thunder, an earthquake, and a severe hailstorm. Chapter 12.
12.
A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7
Yeah, it was
crowns
very
on its
loud.
heads. Its tail swept 1/3 of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child.
Can
who
you
will
hear?
rule all the nations with an iron
I
scepter.
reduced the volume, that's why I'm
The child
asking.
was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back, but he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to
It's
the earth.
okay, Kumar.
Angels with
Thank
him.
you.
Then I heard a loud voice in heaven
I'll
say,
unblock your another
Now come
account
the
soon.
salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God, and the authority of his Messiah. For the accuser of our brothers and sisters.
Hi, Edwin. You are missed.
Has been.
Edwin, you did not join. So I was thinking, how is this person doing? Because I did not get to see you. I hope you are doing good.
Hurled down. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short.
when the dragon saw that he
You're
had been
welcome.
hurled to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. The woman was given the 2 wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness, where she would be taken care of for a time, times, and half a time, out of the serpent's reach. Then, from his mouth, the serpent spewed water like a river to overtake the woman and sweep her away with the torrent. But the earth helped the woman by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that the dragon had spewed out of his mouth. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commands and hold fast their testimony about Jesus. Chapter 13. The dragon stood on the shore of the...
I think I will change the scripture now because it's all about the visions of John.
Joel, chapter 1. The word of the Lord that came to Joel, son of Bethuel.
Hear this, you elders. Listen, all who live in the land. Has anything like this ever happened in your days or in the days of your ancestors? Tell it to your children, and let your children tell it to their children, and their children to the next generation. What the locust swarm has left, the great locusts have eaten. What the great locusts have left, the young locusts have eaten. What the young locusts have left, other locusts have eaten. Wake up, you drunkards, and weep. Wail, all you drinkers of wine. Wail because of the new wine, for it has been snatched from your lips. A nation has invaded my land, a mighty army without number. It has the teeth of a lion, the fangs of a lioness. It has laid waste my vines and ruined my fig trees. It has stripped off their bark and thrown it away, leaving their branches white. Mourn like a virgin in sackcloth, grieving for the betrothed of her youth. Grain offerings and drink offerings are cut off from the house of the Lord. The priests are in mourning, those who minister before the Lord. The fields are ruined, the ground is dried up. The grain is destroyed, the new wine is dried up. The olive oil fails. Despair, you farmers. Wail, you vine growers. Grieve for the wheat and the barley, because the harvest of the field is destroyed. The vine is dried up and
Thank
the fig
you,
tree is withered.
Francis.
The pomegranate, the palm, and the apple
Thank you.
tree, all the trees of the field are dried up. Surely the people's joy is withered away. Put on sackcloth, you priests, and mourn. Wail, you who minister before the altar. Come, spend the night in sackcloth, you who minister before my God. For the grain offerings and drink offerings are withheld from the house of your God. Declare a holy fast. Call a sacred assembly. Summon the elders and all who live in the land to the house of the Lord your God, and cry out to the Lord.
I'm doing
Alas
good.
for that day, For the day of the Lord is near. It will come like destruction from the Almighty. Has not the food been cut off before our very eyes? Joy and gladness from the house of our God? The seeds are shriveled beneath the clods. The storehouses are in ruins. The granaries have been broken down, for the grain has dried up. How the cattle moan. The herds mill about because they have no pasture. Even the flocks of sheep are suffering. To you, Lord, I call. For fire has
did you
devoured
do,
the
daughter?
pastures in the wilderness,
What is that,
and
daughter?
flames have burned up all the trees of the field.
What do you
Even the
do?
wild animals pant for you. The streams of water have dried up, and fire has devoured the pastures in the wilderness.
Chapter 2.
Okay,
Blow the
Akash.
trumpet in Zion. Sound the alarm on my holy hill.
Look at this
Let all
verse.
who live
Yeah.
in the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is coming. It is close at
Jesus,
hand.
Lord Jesus.
A day of darkness
Love
and gloom,
God,
a
fill
day
your
of
hearts
clouds
in
and
the name
blackness.
of the Lord
Like
Jesus
dawn
Christ.
spreading across the mountains,
Thank
a
you,
large and mighty army
Francis.
comes.
Thank you for speaking. Thank you. May God bless you and may God fill your hearts with love and joy and peace in the name of the Lord Jesus. Find Jada in your room. Yeah, you can find here. Not in the room, but yes.
Becomes such as never was in ancient times, nor ever will be in ages to come.
Shakti
Before them
Fitness.
fire devours, behind them a
And
flame
who
blazes.
are you? Who
Before them the
are
land is
you?
like the
First
Garden
of
of
all,
Eden.
who are you?
Behind them a desert waste. Nothing escapes them.
People are into
They
fitness.
have the
I'm
appearance of horses. They
leaving
gallop
for
along like
dinner, so I'll be
cavalry,
back, right?
with a noise like that of chariots.
Okay, eat your dinner while people are into fitness. And my gosh, I need to control my eating of junk food. A lot of junk food will not help you to keep fit. You're a gym trainer, you told last time.
They leap over the mountaintops like a crackling fire consuming stubble, like a mighty army drawn up for battle.
Had you
At the sight of
finally,
them, nations are in anguish.
Ravi?
Every face turns pale. They charge like warriors. They scale walls like soldiers. They all march in line, not swerving from their course. They do not jostle each other. Each marches straight ahead. They plunge through defenses without breaking ranks. They rush upon the city. They run along the wall. They climb into the houses. Like thieves, they enter through the windows. Before them the earth shakes. The heavens tremble. The sun and moon are darkened, and the stars no longer shine. The Lord thunders at...
Esther, Chapter 1. This is what happened during the time of Xerxes.
Esther.
The Xerxes, who ruled over 127 provinces, stretching from India to Kush. At that time, King Xerxes reigned from his royal throne in the citadel of Susa. And in the 3rd year of his reign, he gave a banquet for all his nobles and officials. The military leaders of Persia and Media, the princes and the nobles of the provinces were present. For a full 180 days he displayed the vast wealth of his kingdom and the splendor and glory of his majesty. When these days were over, the king gave a banquet lasting 7 days in the enclosed garden of the king's palace for all the people from the least to the greatest who were in the citadel of Susa. The garden had hangings of white and blue linen, fastened with cords of white linen and purple material to silver rings on marble pillars. There were couches of gold and silver on a mosaic pavement of porphyry, marble, mother of pearl, and other costly stones. Wine was served in goblets of gold, each one different from the other, and the royal wine was abundant, in keeping with the king's liberality. By the king's command, each guest was allowed to drink with no restrictions, for the king instructed all the wine stewards to serve each man what he wished. Queen Vashti also gave a banquet for the women in the royal palace of King Xerxes. On the seventh day, when King Xerxes was in high spirits from wine, he commanded the 7 eunuchs who served him, Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, Abagtha, Zethar, and Carcass, to bring before him Queen Vashti, wearing her royal crown, in order to display her beauty to the people and nobles, for she was lovely to look at. But when the attendants delivered the king's command, Queen Vashti refused to come. Then the king became furious and burned with anger. Since it was customary for the king to consult experts in matters of law and justice, he spoke with the wise men who understood the times and were closest to the king: Karshina, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marcina, and Memucan, the 7 nobles of Persia and Media, who had special access to the king and were highest in the kingdom.
According to the law, what must be done to Queen Vashti?
He asked.
She has not obeyed the command of King Xerxes that the eunuchs have taken to her.
Then Memucan replied in the presence of the king and the nobles.
Queen Vashti has done wrong, not only against the king, but also against all the nobles and the peoples of all the provinces of King Xerxes. For the queen's conduct will become known to all the women, and so they will despise their husbands and say, King Xerxes commanded Queen Vashti to be brought before him, but she would not come. This very day, the Persian and Median women of the nobility, who have heard about the queen's conduct, will respond to all the king's nobles in the same way. There will be no end of disrespect and discord. Therefore, if it pleases the king, let him issue a royal decree, and let it be written in the laws of Persia and Media, which cannot be repealed, that Vashti is never again to enter the presence of King Xerxes. Also, let the king give her royal position to someone else who is better than she. Then, when the king's edict is proclaimed throughout all his vast realm,
listen to it.
all the women will respect their husbands, from the least to the greatest.
The king and his nobles were pleased with his advice, so the king did as Memucan proposed. He sent dispatches to all parts of the kingdom, to each province in its own script, and to each people in their own language, proclaiming that every man should be ruler over his own household, using his native tongue. Chapter 2. Later, when King Xerxes' fury had subsided, he remembered Vashti and what she had done and what he had decreed about her. Then the king's personal attendants proposed,
Let a search be made for beautiful young virgins for the king. Let the king appoint commissioners in every province of his realm to bring all these beautiful young women into the harem at the citadel of Susa. Let them be placed under the care of Haggai, the king's eunuch, who is in charge of the women, and let beauty treatments be given to them. Then, let the young woman who pleases the king be queen instead of Vashti.
This advice appealed to the king, and he followed it. Now there was in the citadel of Susa a Jew of the tribe of Benjamin named Mordecai, son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, who had been carried into exile from Jerusalem by Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, among those taken captive with Jehoiakim, king of Judah. Mordecai had a cousin named Hadassah, whom he had brought up because she had neither father nor mother. This young woman, who was also known as Esther, had a lovely figure and was beautiful.
Here listening.
Mordecai had taken her as his own daughter when her father and mother died, the citadel of Susa, and put under the care of Haggai. Esther also was taken to the king's palace and entrusted to Haggai, who had charge of the
Book
harem.
of Esther.
She pleased him and won his favor. Immediately he provided her with her beauty treatments and special food. He assigned to her 7 female attendants selected from the king's palace,
King is going
and
to
moved her
choose
and her
the
attendants
queen.
into the best place in the harem. Esther had not revealed her nationality and family background, because Mordecai had forbidden her to do so. Every day he walked back and forth near the courtyard of the harem to find out how Esther was and what was happening to her. Before a young woman's turn came to go into King Xerxes, she had to complete 12 months of beauty treatments prescribed for the women, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 with perfumes and cosmetics. And this is how she would go to the king. Anything she wanted was given her to take with her from the harem to the king's palace. In the evening she would go there, and in the morning return to another part of the harem, to the care of Sheashgaz, the king's eunuch who was in charge of the concubines. She would not return to the king unless he was pleased with her and summoned her by name. When the turn came for Esther, the young woman Mordecai had adopted, the daughter of his uncle Abihail, to go to the king, she asked for nothing other than what Haggai, the king's eunuch who was in charge of the
Are you
harem,
21 years
suggested,
old, HR?
and Esther won the favor of everyone who saw her. She was taken to King Xerxes in the royal residence in the 10th month, the month of Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. Now the king was attracted to Esther more than to any of the other women, and she won his favor and approval more than any of the other virgins. So he set a royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. And the king gave a great banquet, Esther's banquet, for all his nobles and officials. He proclaimed a holiday throughout the provinces and distributed gifts with royal liberality. When the virgins were assembled a second time, Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate. But Esther had kept secret her family background and nationality, just as Mordecai had told her to do, for she continued to follow Mordecai's instructions as she had done when he was bringing her up. During the time Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate, Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's officers who guarded the doorway, became angry and conspired to assassinate King Xerxes.
You are more
But
worse
Mordecai
than
found out about the
Etriah.
plot and told Queen Esther, who in turn reported it to the king, giving credit to Mordecai. And when the report was investigated and found to be true, the two officials were impaled on poles. All this was recorded in the book of the Annals in the presence of the king. Chapter 3. After these events, King Xerxes honored Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite, elevating him and giving him a seat of honor higher than that of all the other nobles. All the royal officials at the king's gate knelt down and paid honor to Haman. The king commanded this concerning him. But Mordecai would not kneel down or pay honor. Then the royal officials at the king's gate asked Mordecai,
"Why do you disobey the king's command?"
Day after day they spoke to him, but he refused to comply. Therefore they told Haman about it, to see whether Mordecai's behavior would be tolerated, for he had told them he was a Jew. When Haman saw that Mordecai would not kneel down or pay him honor, he was enraged. Yet, having learned who Mordecai's people were, he scorned the idea of killing only Mordecai. Instead, Haman looked for a way to destroy all Mordecai's people, the Jews, throughout the whole kingdom of Xerxes. In the 12th year of King Xerxes, in the 1st month, the month of Nisan, the pure, that is, the lot, was cast in the presence of Haman to select a day and month. And the lot fell on the 12th month, the month of Adar. Then Haman said to King Xerxes,
"There is a certain people dispersed among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom who keep themselves separate. Their customs are different from those of all other people, and they do not obey the king's laws. It is not in the king's best interest to tolerate them. If it pleases the king, let a decree be issued to destroy them, and I will give 10,000 talents of silver to the king's administrators for the royal treasury."
So the king took his signet ring from his finger and gave it to Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the enemy of the Jews.
"Keep the money,
The king said to Haman.
and do with the people as you please."
Then, on the 13th day of the 1st month, the royal secretaries were summoned. They wrote out in the script of each province and in the language of each people all Haman's orders to the king's satraps, the governors of the various provinces, and the nobles of the various peoples. These were written in the name of King Xerxes himself and sealed with his own ring. Dispatches were sent by couriers to all the king's provinces with the order to destroy, kill, and annihilate all the Jews, young and old, women and children, on a single day, the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, and to plunder their goods. A copy of the text of the edict was to be issued as law in every province and made known to the people of every nationality, so they would be ready for that day. The couriers went out, spurred on by the king's command, and the edict was issued in the citadel of Susa. The king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city of Susa was bewildered. Chapter 4. When Mordecai learned of all that had been done, he tore his clothes, put on sackcloth and ashes, and went out into the city, wailing loudly and bitterly. But he went only as far as the king's gate, because no one clothed in sackcloth was allowed to enter it. In every province to which the edict and order of the king came, there was great mourning among the Jews, with fasting, weeping, and wailing. Many lay in sackcloth and ashes. When Esther's eunuchs and female attendants came and told her about Mordecai, she was in great distress. She sent clothes for him to put on instead of his sackcloth, but he would not accept them. Then Esther summoned Hathach, one of the king's eunuchs assigned to attend her, and ordered him to find out what was troubling Mordecai and why. So Hathach went out to Mordecai in the open square of the city in front of the king's gate. Mordecai told him everything that had happened to him, including the exact amount of money Haman had promised to pay into the royal treasury for the destruction of the Jews. He also gave him a copy of the text of the edict for their annihilation, which had been published in Susa, to show to Esther and explain it to her. And he told him to instruct her to go into the king's presence to beg for mercy and plead with him for her people. Hathach went back and reported to Esther what Mordecai had said. Then she instructed him to say to Mordecai,
"All the king's officials and the people of the royal provinces know that for any
Yeah, I
man or
remember,
woman who
msjung.
approaches the king in the inner court
We were
without
doing
being summoned,
drama of
the
that.
king has but one law, that they be
We
put to
did
death,
skip about
unless the
this
king extends the
Queen's
gold scepter to
Esther.
them and spares their lives. But 30 days have passed since I was called to go to the king."
When Esther's words were reported to Mordecai, he sent back this answer.
Do not think that because you are in the king's house,
Okay,
you
she's
alone of
not
all the
here.
Jews will escape. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place. But you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?
Then Esther sent this reply to Mordecai.
"Go, gather together all the Jews who are in Susa, and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish."
So Mordecai went away and carried out all of Esther's instructions. Chapter 5. On the third day, Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the palace, in front of the king's hall. The king was sitting on his royal throne in the hall, facing the entrance. When he saw Queen Esther standing in the court, he was pleased with her, and held out to her the gold scepter that was in his hand. So Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter. Then the king asked,
What is it, Queen Esther? What is your request? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be given you.
"If it pleases the king,"
replied Esther.
"let the king, together with Haman, come today to a banquet I have prepared for him."
Bring Haman at once,
The king said.
so that we may do what Esther asks.
So the king and Haman went to the banquet Esther had prepared. As they were drinking wine, the king again asked Esther,
Now, what is your petition? It will be given you. And what is your request? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted.
Esther replied,
"My petition and my request is this. If the king regards me with favor, and if it pleases the king to grant my petition and fulfill my request, let the king and Haman come tomorrow to the banquet I will prepare for them. Then I will answer the king's question."
Haman went out that day happy and in high spirits. But when he saw Mordecai at the king's gate, and observed that he neither rose nor showed fear in his presence, he was filled with rage against Mordecai. Nevertheless, Haman restrained himself and went home. Calling together his friends and Zeresh his wife, Haman boasted to them about his vast wealth, his many sons, in all the ways the king had honored him, and how he had elevated him above the other nobles and officials.
And that's not all.
Haman added,
I am the only person Queen Esther invited to accompany the king to the banquet she gave. And she has invited me along with the king tomorrow. But all this gives me no satisfaction as long as I see that Jew, Mordecai, sitting at the king's gate.
His wife Zeresh and all his friends said to him,
"Have a pole set up, reaching to a height of 50 cubits, and ask the king in the morning to have Mordecai impaled on it. Then, go with the king to the banquet and enjoy yourself."
This suggestion delighted Haman, had the pole set up. Chapter 6. That night the king could not sleep, so he ordered the book of the Chronicles, the record of his reign, to be brought in and read to him. It was found recorded there that Mordecai had exposed Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's officers who guarded the doorway, who had conspired to assassinate King Xerxes.
What honor and recognition has Mordecai received for this?
The king asked.
Nothing has been done for him.
His attendants answered. The king said,
Who is in the court?
Now Haman had just entered the outer court of the palace to speak to the king about impaling Mordecai on the pole he had set up for him. His attendants answered.
Haman is standing in the court.
Bring him in.
The king ordered. When Haman entered, the king asked him,
What should be done for the man the king delights to honor?
Now Haman thought to himself,
Who is there that the king would rather honor than me?
So he answered the king,
For the man the king delights to honor, have them bring a royal robe the king has worn, and a horse the king has ridden, one with a royal crest placed on its head. Then let the robe and horse be entrusted to one of the king's most noble princes. Let them robe the man the king delights to honor, and lead him on the horse through the city streets, proclaiming before him, This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor.
Go at once.
the king commanded Haman.
Get the robe and the horse, and do just as you have suggested. For Mordecai the Jew, who sits at the king's gate, do not neglect anything you have recommended.
So Haman got the robe and the horse. He robed Mordecai and led him on horseback through the city streets, proclaiming before him,
This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor.
Afterward, Mordecai returned to the king's gate, but Haman rushed home, with his head covered in grief, and told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had happened to him. His advisers and his wife Zeresh said to him,
Since Mordecai, before whom your downfall has started, is of Jewish origin, you cannot stand against him. You will surely come to ruin.
While they were still talking with him, the king's eunuchs arrived and hurried Haman away to the banquet Esther had prepared. Chapter 7. So the king and Haman went to Queen Esther's banquet, and as they were drinking wine on the second day, the king again asked,
Queen Esther, what is your petition? It will be given you. What is your request? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted.
Then Queen Esther answered,
If I have found favor with you, your majesty, and if it pleases you, grant me my life. This is my petition. And spare my people. This is my request. For I and my people have been sold to be destroyed, killed, and annihilated. If we had merely been sold as male and female slaves, I would have kept quiet, because no such distress would justify disturbing the king.
King Xerxes asked Queen Esther,
Who is he? Where is he, the man who has dared to do such a thing?
Esther said,
An adversary and enemy. This vile Haman.
Then Haman was terrified before the king and queen. The king got up in a rage, left his wine, and went out into the palace garden. But Haman, realizing that the king had already decided his fate, stayed behind to beg Queen Esther for his life. Just as the king returned from the palace garden to the banquet hall, Haman was falling on the couch where Esther was reclining. The king exclaimed,
Will he even molest the queen while she is with me in the house?
As soon as the word left the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. Then Harbona, one of the eunuchs attending the king, said,
A pole, reaching to a height of 50 cubits, stands by Haman's house. He had it set up for Mordecai, who spoke up to help the king.
The king said,
Impale him on it.
So they impaled Haman on the pole he had set up for Mordecai. Then the king's fury subsided. Chapter 8. That same day, King Xerxes gave Queen Esther the estate of Haman, the enemy of the Jews. And Mordecai came into the presence of the king, for Esther had told how he was related to her. The king took off his signet ring, which he had reclaimed from Haman, and presented it to Mordecai, and Esther appointed him over Haman's estate. Esther again pleaded with the king, falling at his feet
Can you say that?
She begged him to put an end to the evil plan of Haman the Agagite,
That's what you think
which he
so.
devised against the Jews. Then the the king extended the gold
You
scepter to
understand is the
Esther, she
reason?
arose and stood before him.
If it pleases the king,
She said,
and if he regards me with favor, and thinks it the right thing to do, and if he is pleased with me,
HR be
let
respectful.
an order be written overruling the dispatch
Jordan
that
is
Haman,
so
son of
funny.
Hammedatha, the Agagite, devised and wrote to destroy the Jews in all the king's provinces. For how can I bear to see disaster fall on my people? How can I bear to see the destruction of my family?
King Xerxes replied to Queen Esther and to Mordecai the Jew,
Because Haman attacked the Jews, I have given his estate to Esther, and they have impaled him on the pole he set up. Now, write another decree in the king's name in behalf of the Jews as seems best to you, and
No, I was focusing and listening. We are listening a book concentrating on female perspective, so maybe it instant to evil deeds. The way HR said, I think HR is right.
and seal it with the king's signet ring. For no document written
Camarating
in the
to one
king's name
person, and
and
he was
sealed
very
with his ring
furious.
can be revoked.
At once the royal secretaries were summoned on the 23rd day of the 3rd month, the month of Sivan. They wrote out all Mordecai's orders to the Jews and to the satraps, governors, and nobles of the 127 provinces stretching from India to Kush. These orders were written in the script of each province and the language of each people, and also to the Jews in their own script and language. Mordecai wrote in the name of King Xerxes, sealed the dispatches with the king's signet ring, and sent them by mounted couriers who rode fast horses, especially bred for the king. The king's edict granted the Jews in every city the right to assemble and protect themselves, to destroy, kill, and annihilate the armed men of any nationality or province who might attack them and their women and children, and to plunder the property of their enemies. The day appointed for the Jews to do this in all the provinces of King Xerxes was the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar. A copy of the text of the edict was to be issued as law in every province and made known to the people of every nationality, so that the Jews would be ready on that day to avenge themselves on their enemies. The couriers, riding the royal horses, went out, spurred on by the king's command, and the edict was issued in the citadel of Susa. When Mordecai left the king's presence, he was wearing royal garments of blue and white, a large crown of gold, and a purple robe of fine linen. And the city of Susa held a joyous celebration. For the Jews it was a time of happiness and joy, gladness and honor. In every province and in every city to which the edict of the king came, there was joy and gladness among the Jews, with feasting and celebrating. And many people of other nationalities became Jews because fear of the Jews had seized them. Chapter 9. On the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, the edict commanded by the king was to be carried out. On this day, the enemies of the Jews had hoped to overpower them, but now the tables were turned, and the Jews got the upper hand over those who hated them. The Jews assembled in their cities in all the provinces of King Xerxes to attack those determined to destroy them. No one could stand against them, because the people of all the other nationalities were afraid of them. And all the nobles of the provinces, the satraps, the governors, and the king's administrators helped the Jews, because fear of Mordecai had seized them. Mordecai was prominent in the palace. His reputation spread throughout the provinces, and he became more and more powerful. The Jews struck down their enemies with the sword, killing and destroying them, and they did what they pleased to those who hated them. In the citadel of Susa, the Jews killed and destroyed 500 men. They also killed Harshandatha, Dalphon, Aspatha, Poratha, Adalia, Aridatha, Parmashta, Erisai, Eridai, and Visatha, the 10 sons of Haman, son of Hammedatha, the enemy of the Jews. But they did not lay their hands on the plunder. Chapter 10. King Xerxes imposed tribute throughout the empire to its distant shores, and all his acts of power and might.
You are not the reason. No.
Whom the king had promoted.
You are not the reason, HR. Don't worry. Of course not. You are not the reason. How are you doing? How is your work? And you are not the reason, okay?
Are they not written in the book of the annals of the kings of Media and Persia? Mordecai the Jew was second in rank to King Xerxes, preeminent among the Jews, and held in high esteem by his many fellow Jews, because he worked for the good of his people and spoke up for the welfare of all the Jews.
Chapter 10 over. Of course not, Jordan. You're so funny. It's not true. I am not. Why? Be respectful, Jordan. Why? Why? I asked you about the food. It doesn't mean that I am on fast. No, you guys want to know why I muted? My day was okay through work and boring stuff. You go to office or you are doing work from home? Is it work from home? I have to wash them. A lot of hair fall. I have to wash them. My God, you guys are so funny. Don't observe all this. Oiling I did. Can you watch YouTube live during work HR? Miss Jung, are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring. Okay. Apply oil. No, I'm not on. I'm not like I ate, yeah. Continuously I'm eating ice cream and I'm recreating after eating. After eating I always feel like, oh no, why did I eat? I'm feeling so disturbed because I'm eating too much of ice cream. I'm not on fast. I asked you because if you are staying outside of the home, I think you mentioned. So I asked you, how do you manage? Do you cook or do you eat outside or like how? It's not good. If you are on diet, it's not good. You can't say, but you know, right? You can't control sometimes some of the food. I can't eat as much as I want. I have to check it out. Ice cream, just avoid it. But I like after such a long time. I ate last week. Continuously 2 days I ate 2 days. And now I can this week continuously I'm eating. I'm like, oh gosh. It's after eating I get so tired and irritating of, regretting and feeling sad. Why did I eat? It makes me sad after eating. Too much of ice cream, now June will have to work more. No, after I finish my work out only I eat. Walking. It's okay, Jordan. Wow, some people say that we only live once, so enjoy. That's what Jordan is saying. But if you want to reduce your fats, ice cream is not good. No, like I was talking to Scott, like another of my moderator. He said he make fried rice and keep for like 3-4 days, and he eat every day. Jordan and me, you will walk leg with hand. But why he said hand in hand? My God, a lot of hair fall. I need to wash my hair. I know, that's why I'm recreating, right? That's why I'm like sad. But you know, right, after you do some exercise, you feel so tired, sweating, and you feel like to eat something. So that's why I'm sad. Jordan, I don't expect. Hi Bryce, what is this? You are giving me some fresh juice to drink? Only pure of heart will understand. So funny, msjung. I'm good, you Raj. And Jung is fit, don't worry, Vincent. Wow, HR is good. HR is good. Hi TR World, welcoming you guys. You guys are giving a like, I appreciate. Before we end the timers. Okay, bye, good night. Okay, bye, good night. Bye and good night. Jordan, I'm not sad, but you will understand. Can I suggest, can you switch to drinking water to wash? Drinking water, switch to drinking water to wash the hair just for a week or two and see the difference if the hair falls has been reduced. No, my hair is long, then like because of the long hair, it tangle, right? A lot of tangle that if I try to break them out, then it fall. Drinking water for hair wash, I think my water is good because when I wash, it gives me the silky hair. Kindness is a language and which the deaf can hear and blind can see. Hi to you, Ranjit. She's sad after seeing you. I had a long day today at work. I'm going to sleep. Okay, good night. Have a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep. Sometimes I buy bottled water and filter, but then a lot of water consume. I use a lot of water for my long hair. I don't use, you guys have a very short hair, especially the male I'm talking about. You guys have a very short hair. It doesn't take a lot of water. My hair need a lot of water, like a lot. So you have to put first shampoo, apply, wash it off, second shampoo, apply, wash it off. So it takes a lot of water. Yeah, I understood. It might be good, but a lot of water it takes for me to wash my hair. I was saying finding an artist in msjung life is equal to finding an alien in Mars. Both would not be available easily but deeply hidden somewhere. It's okay. Mainland tap water is very good here, but island less natural water source. But msjung, if your hair is long, then you will understand. It takes a lot of water, so you can't use filler water for that. Like for example, if I washed my hair almost every day, I don't do that, but it takes more water for me. So shower is easy. Need to nourish hair like plant. Yes, but my hair is long, so it falls. That's why, because of the tangle. Your hair are looking much better. Which shampoo did you apply? Other than washing with holy water. You are not a girl, so you don't need which shampoo I use. Save his hair just to save water heads off to instant. What? So Winston, you are using the drinking water to wash your hair? Can you braid your hair? I don't want to do that, Jordan. That's the parents' shows I ever. That's the Boris shows I have. Why Jordan is asking me like that? Jordan, this is your culture or what? Making the braids here. I do sometimes, like when I go for playing, like sometimes when I go for walk, I do it too, like one hair, the other one hair, so that it doesn't get disturbed. Like whenever I go for a walk, not always, like once in a while I do, but now I don't do. I use, that's why cap. I always wear a cap so that my hair doesn't go right to left, left to right. That's why I don't have to make braids. My cap is very useful for me. Good night to Jordan. Okay. Jordan, are you from Africa community? That's what he is keep on asking me that. I have no problem with the people who make up braids, but now I have a gap. Gap is helpful for me. Even if I go for a walk, even if I go for a workout, I wear the gap. So it's good. We are not allowed to say where we are from in here. Okay, Jordan, you are right. Caribbean people have different type of hair. I think Jordan will let his girl to make braids always. This is very simple when you make a braids. It's very simple. It looks good. Not always, but at times it looks good. Like when you go for walk, when you go for jogging, it's good. Hi Francis, welcoming you back once again. Many Eskinazi men have the male baldness pattern. And what about you, msjung? Jordan, go to sleep, it's time. Because they like braided hair and fully braided. I understood, and he asked me for the 2 times. Yeah, this is the second time he asked me. I think he likes that. Maybe. Sorry, it was a phone call. Jordan always says that he is leaving, then makes a return and stick around. My hair is like that, going thin in the middle. Wait, msjung, are you? What is this? I was having a dinner, so I missed a bit. I'm back. Welcome you back, my friend. I've seen African women. I really don't. Vincent is what? They say it's because it's curly, and I suggest them just straighten the hair. So they said our community will not like straighten hair. Oh, I never know that. Like the community they never like. Okay, but whom did you tell to straighten? She was your friend? You can tell to your friend, but not to random person, right? If she was your friend, so this, okay. I also don't have very good hair, but see Vincent to save water. He just sacrificed his hair, heads off to Vincent. African women are very strong. I like them. They want to bully me in here. Get angry with them and defend me. You sounds like Kumar nowadays. Don't roam around a maid. I don't feel any. You said good night, Jordan, so we thought that you are really tired. That's why they are saying you always say that. You said good night and then again you are talking about. I just want to confuse. Yeah, many time I fell also at high school. I need to go and pick up my thing. My something is there. Okay? Wait. Coming back now. Look at here for gosh. Oh, sorry. I should not go now. Sometime. So you won't defend me. What is there to defend, Jordan? What did they not say anything? They're being kind to you. They're talking with you, talking with everyone generally. Why is the topic here often and I came from dinner? It's not often, just now. Welcome you back again. You are back and we are all back. Why to defend? Ahmed, you can explain to him why to defend. You are not the only friend here, right, Jordan? Jordan is so funny. I think Jordan is like 18 years old, maybe. That's why he feel bad easily. I got ignored. I am not ignoring you guys. You guys are the one who always think I'm ignoring you all. You don't have to think that I'm ignoring. I'm not ignoring any one of you. Yes, we are all her friend, and some are even at the cycle count me in. Congratulations everyone, I'm back, your favorite person. Because you are saying like we are waiting for you, you are back, so Jordan, Caribbean wife will defend him. Okay. She was a girl next to your room from Kenya and another very hospitable woman, but I really find curly hair a very gross, and that's head that braided hair. Okay, she's okay. At least she's a kind person, a very good person. Some people like it. Some they like it. So it's okay. Yeah, so beautiful, right, Kanan? I hope, yeah, because of the community, even if they want, they could not do it. I think it's not, I don't think so it's for everyone, because I have seen some of the videos that got artificial the wig with artificial straight hair. It depends people. Some people looks better at curly hair and some straight hair, some no hair. Yeah, it's true. Some people look good with the curl and some with the straight. Some without hair also they look good. I do agree with you. Hi Nicholas, you can ask the people here for the advice, not to me. And some people like me, some love me. Okay, and in summer season she shaved her hair and purchased wigs, and next summer she brought a straight hairline. Also she started drawing Indian eyebrows. Okay, at least she is doing listen and follow her teaching, you will also get beautiful. It's scientifically proved. And Winston is talking bad about women again. Always keep smiling, because smiling face is always beautiful face. Yes. Jordan, looks like I spoke against your community. I'm sorry. About women, you speak negativity about women. There's only one community, and that's now the atheist people will say in that way. And when we talk about Jesus, then you guys will speak against of that. Akash. What time will I eat dinner? Like how, Winston? But some people are very sensitive. They don't want to talk anything. Even if they don't want to talk about women. So that's why he don't like it, Winston. Like when you talk about that other person, other women, maybe he don't like it because the way he respect women is different, and the way he understand women is different, maybe. What about sister in Christ? All of a sudden you change your topic. Children and sisters are from India, not from Africa. We can't argue against Winston. He fulfills the original to be a moderator for a reason. He don't want, Winston, he only don't want to be moderator. So that's why he's not moderator. We may have agreement and disagreement. That doesn't mean we are different. But words, when you speak some negative words, then it matters, it keeps you hurt. We are different, Akash, no doubt. You understand it, I'm a gentleman. And pretty sister in Christ. Yes. Sister in Christ, that's what you said. How are we different? Explain. I can show you more similarities between us than different. Challenge accept. Oh my God. Don't do that, Akash. No more energetic welcome for me. Welcome you, whoever it is. Chapit, welcome you. I read your message, right? Did I ignore you? No, right? I'm not ignoring anyone, but you guys think that I ignore. You guys are the one who, to be honestly, I don't wish to be a moderator. The reason is something I may have disagreement with a streamer. And it's not respectful if I am moderator and you speak up, pointing things out. Thank you for the warm welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy to be a good supporter. If you make women won't be safe, he will block all women, even you. And you think so, Jordan? Hi, Sylvie. Good evening to you. Watching while I'm pretty, my cat. How are you today? I'm doing good right now. Thankful and grateful, Sylvie. So you're saying that, okay. Women face very hardship in bus. Is it evening in your country right now? May peace be with you. May peace be with you as well. Believe in yourself. You have been chosen as a moderator by Allah. But seeing a capability deep inside. And drink coffee and stay calm. Yeah, drink coffee at least 2 cups in a day, not more than that. How about cold coffee? Cold coffee is good. What is that? Nobody understands what you're talking. I love Naga foods. Is it raining there? How many times a day you drink coffee? I used to drink many cups a day earlier. Now I drink only like 2 or 3. When we go to sleep, we will say good night until I consider good evening timing. And my idol, as we are here, follow me. 70 to 80 years after we die, we will never return. So you are talking about the last. It's just cold outside. Miss Jung, you drink coffee or tea? I drink coffee. Better for us to love each other, not fight over some small argument just because I don't believe what you believe. My goodness, Akash. Miss June, do you believe in soul incarnation? Hello, hope you're remembering me. Yes, I reach to remember you. Oh my God, Jordan, what does that mean? Nobody is understanding what you mean. What is that? Even English. Wait, I'll turn on the translator. It's not here, the option. There's no options for that. Oh no. Please don't be addicted to coffee. It's gonna destroy your days. I'm not addicted, but I do drink. Yes. My gosh, I can't stay without a coffee, my friend. I do drink a lot. Jordan is Portuguese. What your late night snacks? There's late night snacks? I don't have any late nights. Thanks if you think I'm not perfect but better one to serve. Drink tea maybe. No, tea is bad. Tea is with the milk. So no. msjung, whom you would choose as a Christians and atheist, who loves you, or Christians who hates you. But Christian will never hate. What if Christians never hate me then? Hi, Mr. Jake. Welcoming you back after a long time. Thank you for the like. What about you, Akash? Why do you think tea is bad? Is it from the earth? Isn't from the earth? Jordan, what do you mean? What is this? Don't talk like this, people. Like, is it not from the earth? I'm not saying it. It is just that I don't drink. I don't drink milk. I drink only cappuccino once in a week, and after eating ice cream, I'm kind of sad because I got a milk. Milk is not good. No, greetings, God's angels. Yeah. Hey, who is Lisa? Lisa is my moderator. Not true. See, Russians and Ukraine both Christians and still hate and even fight. I used to drink coffee 4 times a day, and applying to your logic, I'm talking to you now. Lost my days. Okay, I don't know. 4 times in a day. I drink 2 times. I'm half Russian. My grandfather, father's my, yeah, Utah. What about green tea? I drink green tea. I do like green tea. Not always, like once in a while. If someone trying to communicate in your language, if someone trying to communicate in your language, who? Is someone. But I like it, but I change. I like red tea. Everybody have like and dislike, even in the food. So some like to eat. Is someone, oh okay. I don't know, Winston. That's what Jordan, you mean Jordan? I can speak up to 5 languages. You guys need to be non-denomination Christian to be msjung favor. But I don't know. I do not understand. I don't know that. So you guys don't drink coffee. High water cappuccino. Just Latin missionaries. She's just a girl. Why others in the commentary? Someone in need of heavy sleep, why don't you take a nap and get back to us later? You might between the life since last time I visited. Who? You mean me? And Pokemon, I'm back. Welcome you back. Why do you think he is back? Is it from the... Okay. Mr. You should introduce us to your family. Why? What about you? You're going to introduce your family here with a bunch of strangers, like with a bunch of negativity group. Oh gosh, I'm not going to introduce. As a born again, I want to say you look beautiful. As a born again, Gulbrig, you are so funny. Born again in Christ, right? We want to see your family. I know you want to see, but I don't want to show my family here with a bunch of negativity. My goodness. Oh gosh, you don't know. Almost like 90% don't like me. They come just to troll me. You don't understand. Is that a Mongolian language? And msjung, if we already documents in birth certificate, denominations of Christians, so like Roman Catholic, it is difficult to change it in favor of jung. Winston is from Catholic, so Catholic people will be very strong in that way. Hi Jigu, welcome you back. Bibo Steve is your blood group. We are one in Christ. We can appreciate each other, compliment each other. Yes, it's not a problem. When you give compliment, it's not a problem. Reform Judaism, I'm weak. Are you Catholic? I'm not Catholic. Sin is Brazilian or Portuguese. If you don't tell, why you want to know? Protestants are more strong. Two of my cousin's sister married to Muslim, and one of my mom's side, another from my father's side. Cheesecake, yes, I like it. Cheesecake is nice. Martin Luther just my Bible, the New Testament available there. Catholic Church was religious and did not let people read Bible. And I think we can rank like this by strong faith based on least living of faith. Hindu, Buddhist, Orthodox, or Catholic are producing. The pin message read, "Tear pin eyes." Here, and which is especially machine, it's okay. That's sad part of my cousin, and I have never seen after that. Why you have never seen after that? What is the reason behind? I don't know why they choose that. I mean, I feel you know what? They are not, I don't know, but I've seen they don't go out. They are only allowed to sit, cook, feed their husband, clean all the house, and take care of the children, cook for your like mother-in-law and sister-in-law, that's what they do. Once in a while they go out, they wear the black clothes, take them out, and once the work is done, they're back. It's such a, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful to God that I am a Christian. I'm so thankful to God that I don't follow their culture. I don't belong to their community. I'm so thankful. Jordan, I really don't understand what does that all mean. Winston, don't get sorry here that Winston, why did that happen? You eat daily, you should fellowship with msjung7. Miss Jung, are you married? I'm not yet married. Not yet married, my friend. Going to get married soon. Just you guys will get to know. Share your story. Story about what? Observing the news. What does that mean? Even being atheist, I'm thankful Miss Jung would never marry. I'm so thankful, like thankful to God. You know very well about systematic theology. Hi Samuel, after marriage with Islam and you will be in suitcase. It's not easy, but I think some of the family are not like that. But the family which I have seen, they are like that. Are you marrying a Muslim? No, I am not. No. Keep it positive and only preach love, my dears. I'm so proud to be Christian because I love the community every Sunday and the people. So what about your dad? Your dad is Muslim, I think. Behind me, yes, behind me, a lot of these people are sitting and watching, staring at you guys. Hi, Edwin. Are you awake? Islam is not. Thank to God that it's really different. My gosh, gosh, you're saying thank God finally. That's why I said atheists are actually confused. You're like confused. At the end of the day, you said, God save me. My water bottle. Miss Jung, you will marry a black African Christians or white? What do you think? God's on the laptop. Thank you to Jesus for giving us another day. Yes, thank you to Jesus for giving another day. My dad converted as a Christian long time ago, even before I was born. What? Even though I was okay, before you born, he got converted. We are all humans. Someone's skin color shouldn't be deciding factor. It's not about that. Everyone have their own choices. If you meet your loved one, it can be black, it can be white. They get married. Could your whole family live and accept Jesus? Okay, that one cousin, when I initially came to Dubai in search of job, she tried to reach me to help me out, but my uncle and aunt put so much pressure and fear in me to break the contact with her. Why? Why you have to listen to uncle and auntie? You should not listen to uncle and auntie. Uncle and auntie is very control. There's sometimes too much. You shouldn't listen to, sometimes whatever they say doesn't make sense. You shouldn't listen too much about what family says. Listen, respect to them, but if you think something is right for you, you shouldn't listen to them. It can be anyone. You shouldn't listen to them, because family is always family always interfere. A man to that could break. I could easily marry a person from msjung. What is the reason behind of that? It's so scary the way you said about this. I will never even think of it. Like, I will not even think of it. My dear, I'm back. You're welcome. Say hello and hi, Malik. Man, I don't give a. Just do what I love, and when it comes to Jesus, if they wanna cut me off, all good. What color dress do you want for your wedding? I'm gonna wear a white gown. I would evaluate the base of humanism value rather than cultural background for compatibility. Okay, I think you have somebody from that particular community. When you have somebody from that particular community, you can say that every human being is same, but practice is different. I respect them, and yes, of course, but then it doesn't mean that you will go with them, right? Oh gosh, sir. Yeah, my mom is a Christian, so my dad loved her, and dad was converted before they get married. Now, Ayan, you are now lying here. You said that. What did you say? You were saying that you follow both, but now you are saying that your dad is converted. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Jordan? Are you talking about your marriage? Oh my gosh, may God bless Jordan with your life partner. Wherever you are, you can visit the church and share to your pastor and let your pastor pray for you. Otherwise, you start praying for your future. Okay? She went against her family, broke her religion for that. And that one cousin was the one I spent my whole childhood playing until PU. She also had given me a tuition during holidays. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, that's why your aunt and uncle was sad, because she went against of our fate. I understood. That's good, John. My dad's still connected to their Islam family. They can kill you in the name of the religion. Oh my gosh. It's scary, Ahmed. Just move on. But he's not Christian. And even Jordan, if you are serious, then how you understood what he mean? I want to watch today. Husband will not allowed. Why she went knowingly? She might be regretting. What do you think, Winston? Your cousin might be regretting, right? And I don't want to be circumcised. But she might be missing you guys. That's what I wonder. She might be missing all of your family, thinking of all of you, right? How did they meet? How did they meet? They both were in Dubai. That's why they met there, or how, or through online. How they get to know? She has 2 kids now. Uncle Winston can meet them.
Luke 8.
Kids are waiting. She fell in so cold. call love. Love is in the well now. No, but how did they met? Like in Dubai they met, or where they met? He must be helpful for her. That's why maybe. But some families are very open-minded family, right? Like very open. They don't have to cover their head. They don't have to cover anything. They are very open, not like others. Hi, my gods. I will tell something very strong after a few minutes. They met in VIP, and there it all began. And so they moved in, like after they move out, then from there, and where are they now? Yeah, Jung loves gossip and she's really gossip about what? Gossip about what? Yeah, I should have charged earlier. I forgot. What are you to me? Like, I'm so much younger than you. So are you my auntie? I am not your auntie, but you can call me auntie. But I am not your auntie, okay? Even her friends college were Muslim and they influenced that guy to be a better choice for her. Oh, okay. Then it was the yeah. Now it's okay. Now she follows all her husband cultures, right? All the religion, practice, everything she does, or how? Miss Chung, you like anyone in your life who missed you? They came to Dubai 2 years before I started working there. Okay, so they bought, okay, they bought or all the family. Look how June keeps asking for more information. She loves gossip. Oh my gosh, it's not muted. You can't hear me. Like all the family, or only two of them? If two of them, then there will be some freedom, at least some freedom for her, I will say. Like wearing what she likes to wear, sitting however she likes to sit. If only two of them. And she got married in the church. I mean, she got married how? Or just a court marriage, maybe? Just a court marriage. And you guys are You guys are not going to accept her, Winston. Like, what if she comes back and says sorry to her parents? Are you guys are going to accept her? Like, not accept her, but talk to her? Yeah, Jordan. Winston is the one who started telling us first. Otherwise, how are we supposed to know? Oh, oh, is it? My goodness. And what about clothes? Like, she also covered with the black clothes? Influencer, I think people who are like, who are these followers, like who the people who follow this religion, and if they are influencer, then they don't do all this, I think, controlling. Winston, keep the door open, someday she might come and say hello. To be honestly, she was actively participating in church service and prayer, the Bible reading, and every day was prayer. She was hidingly talking and nobody got her, I think. Love triumphs all. See, msjung is, I think msjung is also, he also have some special friend from that particular religion. Is that true, msjung? But you already said you don't have any problem. Jesus is great, almighty. Yeah, he is. She lost her father at a young age, but my mom's brothers took care of her like his own child, and sisters. She's open-minded and loving. Your sound is very low. Yeah, my battery is gone, so my voice might be very low. And her mom was working in Kuwait. What is that place name? I won't know. She got all the love from her granny and uncle. And we don't know how the uncle treated her. I mean, I can't even judge your uncle, but after all, she just chose what she wants to be, I think. She wanted to be with him. She decided to be with him. Child education, money, marriage, family, etc. I haven't seen her the last time. She tried to contact me through Facebook and got my mobile number, but my uncle and auntie manipulated me. I put fear in me. Okay, now you can, but you can still go search. You can still search and find on Facebook or on Instagram maybe. msjung is education free for Christians in converts. Is don't have kids, don't be the reason of anyone suffering. Hi Letty, beautiful forever, hello to you. What's up? Hi Polito 3830, you got the star and green tag because of the membership. No, but you can still find him, Winston. 100 hearts in the chart, and unborn is better than born. Agash, to not be negative like that. Don't speak negative. Miss Jung, you have Jordan. What is that? Okay, 2 minutes before, I was not missing my childhood at the time, but now when I remember the past, I can only remember her house and memories we played together. Okay, so you are going to check, you know, you're going to check out, I think you can find her on Facebook or new YouTube updates. How is the new YouTube updates? You go to the unblock setting and unblock her, and that's how you will find her. She and my mom and our granny used to cook. Little tender heart pop up when you like stream. Oh, which is good. And new birthday jewels to care. Oh. Hi Louise, you are Miss and you are back. Louise is very supportive man on the stream. But Winston, you can go to the setting and unblock her. So when streamer birthday, a big cake pops up. Hi David, I think it's time to end. In real, I haven't seen Jordan. I haven't seen. Bye bye, Ahmed. Please read Bible as well, Akash. Oh my gosh, I'm not interested in that mm, Jordan. I'm not into it. You can go and see and enjoy. It was 5 years back, and I had different number when I had been to Dubai. But do you know her name? You can check out on Facebook. You might find her. But in Dubai, she follows. We can no, just if you want to keep relations. That's what I said. If you want to keep a relation, then only. And dolphins, crabs, and various fish, snakes. Jordan, all the best for you. I don't know why Jordan talks very strange. Hi Hunter, why are you sorry? What is, oh gosh, so cute. I'm not taking the screenshot, Winston, but it looks so cute. I'm really sorry, it's just that I can't control myself when I see the penguins. It looks so cute. Okay, Winston, you were telling me, I was curious, what is this? Yeah, you were telling me, but what is that? It was some animals, something to eat. I mean, it was some snakes. Um, those gifts are not there. Then how are you sending now? Last time you said those gifts are not there, right? And you sent butterflies and all this. And ramens also you said, but you were saying that those options are not there anymore. And we can swim with turtles in the sea. What's wrong to Jordan? Yeah, Jordan, I want girlfriend. It wasn't working at the time, and now it's working. It's good, right? That now it's working. Chiku, yeah. You guys, my goodness. Thank you. But you're always sending, Winston. You don't have to do that. Instead of that, you should have buy ice cream and eat. Just like how I I get regret after I ate ice cream. But I still eat. It's like, it's not good to eat, but you still ended up eating. Mashun, how are you doing? What happened? There's no flower gift, right? Flower must be beautiful. They should have get the ideas to put up flowers. I think they did not think of it. Maybe to put up the flowers. Other people have the options of flowers. Or how is it? I don't like Jordan. May you get your soulmate, Jordan. Okay? May you get your soulmate. Oh, other people have a red flowers and I don't have it. Maybe the subscribers are lazy, that's why. Jung doesn't like dogs either. I don't like Jordan. I really don't like. If they come near to me, and if I see the stone near to me, I might throw on them. I'm sorry. Don't take me wrong, but yeah. If they come near to me and I just turn around, and if I see the stone near to me, then I might pick up and throw on them. Like that much I don't like. The range of subscriber then leaves out the gift. Yeah, I think so. This one I feel so strange. That one that you send now, I feel a little strange with that emoji. Yeah, this looks so strange. I just don't like it. And true love doesn't exist. Maybe you never had your loved one. So those people who never had a loved one might speak like that. Those people who had, they might at least like your father love, your mom love. You love animals and pure innocence. You love animals and pure innocence. It's okay, you can love them. What is that girl power flag? Because I belong to them. Oh, curl power, okay. Curl power. Oh, someone, whoever make this gift. I think the the person whoever make this gift options. I think that person respect a girl most. That's why he put up the flowers and then girl's power. I am a good girl and you are also a good person. When you said good to other person, I always believe that the other person, when you're good, you speak good to others. And my mother love, father love is not true love. It's just because I am their children. There is, yeah, only God love is unconditional. His love is perfect. Okay? Akash, you're thinking, are you going to go like with this thinking? How can you mingle with the people? Yeah. Gosh, your mind, your thinking, too different. But poorly designed flag did not even spell the girl right. Is GRL is mentioned. Okay. And the colors also. Even the color looks strange, right? But what is the reason behind? I feel I'm happy to see all that scenting. Looking at the cost, design did not meet expectations. Yeah, I think for the design they have to pay a huge. That's why maybe they pay very little and got this kind of symbol design, maybe. Okay, Akash, be happy. I can't read your message. I feel too heavy and negative of reading all your messages. Read something positive about life. Your life is a gift and blessing. Whatever you can do now is because of His love, because He bless you. So can you be happy and content instead of talking all this thing? Okay, we were talking about cooking. Usually when you cook, what other curry you make? Cooking is a big task, you know. You have to think what to cook, what to eat. When you eat outside, it's easy, but like when you have to cook every day, you feel like, oh no, what I will cook, again, what I should cook. It's too much. Where is Hot? I think he must be sleeping, Winston. He's sleeping. Otherwise, he will join. Dora, give me. Yeah, it's him. He's not here. Even Michael is not here, Michael. bad boy in the room, guys? Who is bad boy? No one is bad boy. Stream gets very poor without Hopti and Michael. But I do understand. You know what, Winston? I do understand. They might also have some other words. So, like sometimes when Hopti don't join, when Michael don't join, when you don't join, sometimes I do think that they might have some other work. I don't think of, oh no, I feel bored without them. I don't think in that way, but you know, I understand that you guys might have some other work. So they might be having some other work. Michael might be working, Hopti might be sleeping. I'm a bad boy. You are not a bad boy, my friend. You are a good boy. Mars, you are a good boy. Thank you, Akash, for comforting him. How do I overcome laziness? I don't see myself as a lazy person. I love to work, but somehow lazy in studies. Maybe you can find out, maybe you can find out what you are good at. If this is the one, if this is the one to, what is that, Jordan? Okay. Michael might be busy. He works. He clean his garden. He clean every single thing. So yeah. OMG, Jordan, so annoying. I don't want to be a bad boy anymore, but I study nerd. Somehow it's not working. But if you are not good at study, you might be good in some skillful. So find out something. Maybe you're good at maintenance. Maybe you are good at carpentry. Just find out that where you are good at. Maybe you are good in speaking. Find out, discover your talents. Then you can work based on that. Okay, everyone, are you busy with something? No, I wasn't busy. I was checking out. Yes, yeah, I was checking out something. You're right. But yeah, I was about to end the stream, but I was listening to your sister's story, right? That's why I stay. I stay back. Anyway, see you guys. You have been streaming for a long time. You need raise. Oh, it's okay. I'm not streaming for a long time. I wish if I can stream for like a long time, but I got other things also. That's one of the reason I have to end the stream in between and get back to my other work. But I wish I mean, the people are very negative. Like, you just come last minute, you don't even show up, and you will say that you have been streaming. I don't want to listen to the people who don't genuinely speak. I will listen to my heart. I know what I'm doing. I'm not a small kid. Nobody have right to interfere with what I do. When I take care, when I eat, when I go to bed, when I take care of myself, I can do it by my own myself. I have timetable. So you can you can you can take care of yourself. Thank you so much for your concern, but sometimes some of the concern I don't feel it's a genuine. So when I feel it's not a genuine, I don't want to listen to this kind of people. Okay. See you all. Take care all. See you all. See you, msjung. May God bless you with the right partner, msjung. And Winston also. Are you talking about me? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Nicholas. I'm talking to Nicholas, not to you. Okay, may God bless you, everybody. See you all. I'm gonna end the stream. Take care. Okay, I'm going to end. Okay, everyone. Okay, by the way, thank you to Winston for your generous heart, for your support, and for being so generous always. I'm closing the ceremony. Okay, thank you for your ceremony. See you, HR.